All right, welcome back to the Brown Balls podcast. We got two extra brown balls up in here today. What's up, fellas?
Hey,
What
Javi.
up?
Well, what up? Kanil, we got Kanil. Obviously, we
Yeah.
got Kier. We got Amit, all fellow NFC
Yep.
representatives from their own teams. We got a rivalry in the house already, Amit and Kanil with their Seahawks. But we have a lot to go through today. First and foremost, how you guys feel? All your teams made the playoffs. Which of you was the most surprised? I know Kanil wasn't, but Amit, Kier, were you guys surprised by your team making it?
Seahawks by not making playoffs to getting the number one seed,
Yeah.
and they lost players. They didn't gain, so big changes with quarterback and receivers. That was surprising,
Yeah. Okay, were you surprised at all?
No, I was expecting the Packers to make the playoffs. Obviously a better seed, but
Did you expect them not to win the division?
Injuries.
Lose to the Bears.
We could have won the division if we would have beat the Bears, a few weeks ago.
Well, hold on. I have a question right off the show. Did you expect Caleb to win the division? Is that what you're saying? So you expect the Packers?
I expect the Packers to win it.
Honestly, everybody thought it would be Detroit or Packers. No one thought Bears, right?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone predicted the Bears.
Yeah, but it's.
I predicted the Lions missing the playoffs. I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs. So I knew it was
come
down to Green
Bears
Bay
would
and
win the division.
No. I expect Green Bay and Chicago. Not Chicago even being in it. I think Green Bay would win the division. I thought, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought Chicago would finish like 500 at least, but not this good.
I had the Lions gain the division, then Packers, and then the Bears also making playoffs. And then I thought, I didn't think the 49ers would be good. So that's why I had three teams from the NFC from your divisions coming in. But yeah, I was surprised that the Bears won. Honestly, I mean, that's a huge thing. Which honestly, we'll get into the matchups, but I don't think they're legit number one.
Well, last year, three teams from the NFC North made the playoffs, and none of them went to the Super Bowls.
Yeah, exactly. True, very true.
They all got bounced, except for Detroit. They all got bounced in the first round too. Detroit had a bye week, so they got bounced right away too. So that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
let's get into before we get into the playoff breakdown. I do want to go into some of the firings for today. I think the most recent one was for sure John Harbaugh being out at Baltimore. What are you guys' thoughts on this one? This one kind of, because he didn't get fired on Monday, I thought he was safe. But then I guess they decided to pull the plug anyways and fire him today. What are your thoughts? Can they upgrade or do they rebuild? What do you guys think with the Ravens situation now?
What were you doing 18 years ago? Because sheesh, I was like probably done with high school, maybe. I don't know, man. 18 years, man. That's crazy long time, man.
2008 when he got hired.
Yeah, I was second year in college.
I graduated high school. That was the year I graduated high school.
That's crazy, right? Insane. But honestly, they needed a change, right? You saw the reports come out beginning of the season. Lamar's not happy with, the way, the play is getting called. And then also, they're on and off with Derrick Henry, right? I mean, there's some games where he actually touched the ball 18 times and ran for like 100, and some games he just touched the ball 8 times and ran for 50. And so there's very up and down with Derrick Henry. You have the best, I think, one of the top 5 running backs on your team. You should feed him the ball. But then also Lamar didn't know what he was doing either. He was running the ball too. So I think changing, getting a new coach in.
Yeah, boy.
Better for them. I mean, they lost in the first round last year against Buffalo, I think. With a nail biter as well, like just this year in the regular season. But yeah, man, this team is supposed to be making the playoffs, not missing the playoffs. But with injuries with Lamar Jackson, I mean, he was out for like good 8 weeks, I think, almost. If you combine everything, right? So I mean, it's kind of up and down. I'm shocked, but I mean, I'll tell you right now, Harbaugh is not going to be out of job for any time soon.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it was just that they needed a new voice. I mean, the writing was on the wall when they started 0-3, right? Or 0.
Yeah.
And I think team just gave up on him. I mean, like last week, the last game, right? First half, Derrick Henry has 110 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Second, he only carries 6 carries for 12 yards. Like, I don't know. The writing was on the wall. And then Lamar Jackson, even after the game, they asked him, what do you think, the coach back? And he didn't even give a commitment. He just said, look, we just lost today's game.
Yeah.
So I can't talk about the future right now. So he didn't endorse his coach. So the writing was there.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you think?
I think it was a bad move on part of the Ravens to fire Jim Harbaugh. If anything, they should have probably fired the defensive coordinator and brought in somebody, as a defensive coach. maybe bring in another offensive coordinator, someone who's more creative, like not from the Shanahan tree, but the same type of offense, more run pass option
But
because
I
of
think
Lamar Jackson.
they've done that for the like past 2-3 years already with like hiring new coordinators.
Yeah, and
I
Lamar
think it's
stopped
just a
running now. He's just a
yeah,
passer now.
Yeah, they need to make Lamar more of a passing quarterback than a running quarterback. If you're gonna
Yeah.
run, you're gonna be out of the game, very quickly. You're not gonna have a lot of success, right? All the successful quarterbacks that have won championships have mostly been throwing in the pocket quarterbacks,
yeah,
not like running quarterbacks. And Patrick Mahomes, is mostly a passing quarterback. He finds his opportunities to run like when they really need it, and
yeah.
that's what Lamar should. And I think that's what the new coach should implement. I mean, Jim Harbaugh has had a lot of success.
But I think with Lamar too, he's scared that he's gonna turn the ball over, so he relies more on his running than his passing because
Yeah, and
I
and
think he's just very scared on that.
a lot of these playoff losses wasn't because of coaching. It's
Yeah,
because like Lamar, fumbled the ball or threw an interception, or
drop the cover.
the tight end
Yeah.
couldn't catch the
Yeah,
touchdown, a simple
Yeah.
pass in the end zone, right? Or the kicker missing the kick the other week. That's not coaching. That's just your
Yeah.
players not doing the job.
No, that's true. But like, I get it. What you're saying, players got to execute, right? But coaches are there to coach the ball game all four
yeah,
quarters, right? They shouldn't be in that position last year where they needed that 2 point conversion. To be honest, right? They should have coached. He could have coached better. He could have went on those fourth and short. Maybe punting away might be not a good decision to Buffalo last year. Like some of
Yeah,
the
but I
decisions
mean,
could have like led to it, right?
well, I mean,
like 3 weeks
every,
ago when they benched Henry in the fourth quarter, he had 0 carries, and they asked him after the game because he had 150 yards. They asked him after the game, "Why did you bench him?" He's all like, "Oh, I needed my other running backs to get going too because they weren't doing anything."
See, that's the thing. And then honestly, like two coaches that comes to my mind, Tomlin and Harbaugh, who has won championship right away as new coaches, has been like banking on that, to be honest with you. Like I never seen a coach bank on that one Super Bowl and have so much respect. And like going
Yeah,
forward, like even Tomlin, he's like that one championship he won with Big Ben early in the days, like in 2007 or 8
two.
when he won that, or two, yeah. And like he's just been sitting on that. So I think the
Yeah,
changes is great. And if I'm
yeah.
Baltimore, I will think about drafting a QB just to kind of give Lamar some competition. Because the thing is this, Lamar hasn't been executing during crunch time either. So
I mean,
He's
believe
the
it,
top
Lamar's
three
still top
quarterback in
five.
the
Yeah,
league. Why are you threatening him? It's just a
I mean,
whole
you
Jordan
need some type
Love
of
and
you
Aaron
need,
Rodgers thing.
you need some type of competition, right?
but 30 other
There's no
teams will
competition.
open 30 other teams will open their arms except KC to get him.
He hasn't
Everybody
got a
will get
contract yet. He might be a free agent soon too, so we'll see.
I mean, if they do that, Lamar's like, well, I'm out of here. What the hell am I doing here then? If you can drive a quarterback to replace me, I'm out of here.
I'll tell you one thing though. What was like nail in the coffin of his firing today was when Lamar Jackson threw that pass and the receiver caught it. They still had about
Zay
10,
Flowers.
they still had 10 seconds left, and they had two
Mhm.
timeouts still. They should have ran another play to go a little closer. Why settle?
Yeah, he banked on that 45-yarder,
Why?
right?
But you
Yeah,
got two timeouts. Go for it
Yeah.
still. Get it closer. Well,
yeah.
why put your kicker in that position? If that field goal was 5 yards closer, it would have been a different result. To be honest with you,
I don't know because that field goal is way off to the
but
right. I don't
it
know if
Who
changes.
that would
cares?
have
It
made a
changes
difference.
perspective.
5 yards could change the trajectory of the
Yeah, it
wind or
changes.
something.
Every yard
He
changes.
might have missed more closely, I guess.
But did you
Not
hear what
wide,
Tomlin
right?
said? No. But did you hear what Tomlin said? He was confident. He's like, hey, look, this kicker is shaky from 50 yards, and this is closer to 50-yarder than a 40-yarder right now, or 35-yarder. So this kicker is not guaranteed. So let's go and try to block this.
Yeah, but you're expected to. That's a cheap shot. You're
I know.
expected to make that field goal.
To
It's
be honest, look,
44 or
look, look.
45 yard field
When
goal.
you have 10 seconds, when it was 10 seconds left with two timeouts, you should run another play. And how Lamar was throwing the ball, they could have got it to closer, like 10 yards, more 10 yards closer.
This was a perfect script for NFL, Mr. Extrafield.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I think it's a 50-50. It's all on the coach and all on the
Yeah.
players. Coach has to drop a good play, and then players have to execute. So, but obviously you can't fire players and trade players. So the easiest thing to do is
Every league has become a players' league now.
Yeah.
Coaches, no one listens. No one's loyal to their coaches now. It's
Exactly.
always loyal to the players.
That's true, man. What do you think, Tapper?
Yeah.
What's your take on this?
No, I It's tough. I think there is a different voice that's needed to be said, but this is kind of like reminds me of Tennessee, where like they got rid of Mike Rabel, and you're like, okay,
For
who are you
what?
gonna replace him with? It's got to be somebody good, and they're obviously whoever that person just got fired too. So like, you just don't want that to happen because Harbaugh is gonna get immediately picked up the next day. There's what 8 vacancies now. He'll get signed somewhere fine, and I think that team will do great. So now it's like, okay, if you're gonna fire him, who are you gonna replace him with? Because this person has to be a win now coach, and there isn't one out there.
And they gifted their best coach to us.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who amongst the current coaching candidates is better than Harbaugh right now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is.
I mean, last year would have been a good decision thinking go for Ben Johnson, right? But
yeah.
I don't see a hot young coaching candidate, like the Jacksonville Jaguars got, from Tampa Bay,
that offensive coordinator.
Yeah, so I don't see anybody like that. So we'll see.
I would have stayed put with Harbaugh at least for a year or two, just to make sure Lamar isn't the one that's causing the issues. Because
I think they needed to make Lamar happy, so they had to make this move.
Yeah, and there was a disconnect, and I think there was an issue where like Harbaugh didn't know about the availability for Lamar, like about whether he's injured or not, whether he can go. He didn't know about it until Lamar announced it to the media. Harbaugh didn't even know, so there was always a disconnect between the.
I'm sure there was a disconnect between Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, right? When early on, Bill Belichick wanted Jimmy Garoppolo to start over Brady, and they could have but I mean they made it work. So it's
don't forget Matt Castle, guys. Don't forget Matt Castle. I mean, Castle. Don't forget him.
Jeez. Man, he got paid because of his short time with the Patriots. That's what happened to him. He got paid.
Man, what do you guys think? What do you think he lands, guys? Before we move on from this, what do you think?
I think he goes to Giants.
Yeah, so,
I think Giants
as far as vacancy right now,
move,
you have the Titans, Giants, Falcons, Browns, Raiders, and Cardinals. What would you guys think he would go?
I think if I'm the Browns, I'd probably go get him because he's he's proven that he's successful, and he has proven that he's also a leader of men. And I think that's what Cleveland needs, with 2 young quarterbacks, and they might draft another quarterback. I don't know. But I think Cleveland would be a good spot to get that organization going.
He nailed it right there because Cleveland have not gotten a coach correct nor a QB correct in their past 30 years. I mean, they had Belichick, right? And they let him go to Cleveland, right? A long time ago. So if I'm Cleveland, I would do whatever I can to go get him and give him the control of what he thinks or if he's not happy with the current QB depth, let's go draft another QB, But literally, he can, like my brother said, he can be, the culture changer there. They need that culture there. They don't have that.
Trendsetter, yeah.
And so that'll be a great addition.
They already have a good defense in Cleveland, and they're in the AFC North too, and so he can stick it up to Baltimore.
Twice a year, twice a year. Think about that, man.
But I do think he might actually just take a break too. He's been coaching 18 straight seasons,
Yeah,
he's a Harbaugh. Harbaugh is kind of crazy.
He's not done. Yeah. He wants to coach right away.
He's not done, for sure.
What do you think, Tapas?
Honestly, if I was him, I would probably go to the Giants.
Yeah.
Because you have an up-and-coming quarterback. You have a decent offense, which he can improve upon. And then you can draft it. And I think the Giants will give him better control. Because nothing about the Browns says that the coach ever has control of the team. No coach, none of the coaches, they've gone through 7 coaches in 8 years, right? None of them have been able to establish control. They have a 5th-round quarterback they might start. And the biggest rumor right now is that the Browns want to hire his dad as the quarterback. This is like Bronny and LeBron James all over again.
Oh, Deion Sanders?
Yeah, they want to hire Deion Sanders. That's the biggest rumor because he might be able to coach up Shador.
I mean, so, Jackson Dart is similar to Lamar with the running situation.
Yeah. So I would, and honestly, because the Cowboys suck, they're always going to suck. And we don't know what the Commanders are doing. The Giants could potentially move up and challenge the Eagles because I don't think the Eagles will be good for after a couple of years, or maybe even next year. They won't be that good. Especially if you have to get bounced in the first round.
But what, though? I'll tell you one thing. He might not make a decision because there are a few teams in this current playoff that might fire the coaches, including Green Bay and Eagles.
I agree.
Yeah, you
I
think
think
Thomas get fired after making playoffs?
I think
Thomas.
I don't think Thomas.
Thomas saved his job. He saved his job because what he did and made the playoffs. But I do feel like Green Bay, if they get knocked out in the first round against Chicago and lose twice against Chicago, they're not used to this because they owned Chicago for years now, right? And if they get knocked out by Chicago,
you can't make a decision out of one game.
There's already he's going into his last year. Rumors are out there.
You have an argument if the Packers were fully healthy on defense. Offense are mostly healthy, but on defense is where we're if we're healthy on offense and defense and we lose, yeah. First of all, if we were healthy on offense and defense, we wouldn't be in the 7th spot.
Honestly, I think
at this stage, no one's healthy.
Yeah.
You can't think you're going to be 100% going into every playoff. No one's healthy. This is
like they said, they want to take away the play calling duties, right? So
what if on your team, if Puka Nacua was out for the season?
You got to man up. Just like how Niners, you got to do something with it, right? Niners made the playoffs, right? Niners didn't have the first receiver. Their defense is gone, right?
So did the Packers.
That's where coaches got to coach, right? That's where coach comes in play, right? But I mean, basically, the rumors has it that Matt LaFleur might be out, though. Basically, you know, I mean,
no, but they also said that they want to take away play calling duties from him, and they hire like another offensive coordinator and just let him head coach, right?
Who currently that's out there is better than Matt LaFleur? Jim Harbaugh's out of the question. Let's just put him aside.
Kevin Stefanski, man.
No,
everybody wants it.
He couldn't even decide, which quarterback to go with.
They're high.
I mean, Clint Kubiak.
I don't know. I don't know if you read your Packer Insider, but they're very high on that coordinator you guys have. They don't let him go.
Listen, I don't listen to any rumors and stuff like that until when it happens. It happens.
I mean, of course. I mean, we don't have that magic.
Did you read that care today? That Matt LaFleur wants to bring in what's that guy from Atlanta who got fired? Raheem Morris.
Well, that's if Jeff Hafley gets hired as a head coach. If the defensive coordinator
they want to bring him in the playoffs, add the extra eye right now.
Oh yeah. I think teams do that. All the teams do that.
But basically, what I'm trying to say, Harbaugh might not make a decision right away. He'll wait. There's a couple of teams that might make changes. And honestly,
why would he pick the Packers? Though you had to coach Jordan Love.
I know, but again,
really good. Yeah.
I mean, again, you got Malik Willis who can start next year. Who's just like a Lamar Jackson, right?
He would get a true quarterback in Jordan Love. A pocket passer.
Okay. Highest paid
Malik Willis,
but the most mediocre quarterback. Okay.
Malik Willis is going to get a free agent. He's going to be a free agent. He's going to get a contract to start for some team that needs like a bridge quarterback, So he's going to go potentially, right? Packers are not going to sign Willis to like a $15 million contract and be a backup.
Hey, did Colts fire the?
No.
Arizona did.
They said they're running it back one more year. Colts did.
But that's my last take on that. He might wait until a few teams,
I would say the one that surprised me that didn't get fired is Zach Taylor from Cincinnati Bengals. I'm surprised he didn't get fired.
I think they're trying to run to see if they can have a fully healthy season with Joe Burrow. You're never going to get it with the guy, especially if you're not going to have a defense or an O-line to protect him. You know what's fun? Because every year it's the last 5 games they go like 4-0, 5-0. It always saves his job, Same thing with the season. They went like 3-1 in the last 4 games, and they brought it back.
For me, was Dolphins coach, man.
Mike McDaniel,
But they had a 3-game winning streak. I think that saved them.
But they still said they still haven't decided if they're gonna bring them back. They're still I think because they haven't hired a GM yet, so they want probably the GM
he's gonna be in there to hire a GM. They say he's gonna have a voice.
I think the Dolphins chose him over Tua, so I think that was the thing, and they realized Tua is actually as bad as everyone thought he is.
I think that I read was Tua and the coach are gonna have a meeting how to run it back because Tua has too much guaranteed money next year.
Yeah, that's true.
So they don't want to use it as dead cap, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess whichever is cheap, but like, what are you gonna say?
Justin Herbert.
Oh yeah. That would have solved a lot of problems in Miami.
I mean, I'm not a GM. I'm not a GM, and I don't, watch tapes and do recruiting or anything. But you can clearly tell just by watching games that overall Herbert had the better skill set. Compared to.
No, but the upside was by Tua, right? He came out with that national championship because he got put into that national championship in the second half over Jalen Hurts and won them the title, right? And then next year he went off crazy. That's the only reason. That's why the thing was on him.
But we forgot one team that's very intriguing for coaches is the Falcons too. They got nice young pieces. Well, some coaches might want to look at it. It's just the quarterback situation needs to, yeah.
Yeah, so I was asking you, so which team, if you were a coach, an NFL coach that's looking around, which team is the most enticing for you guys to sign with?
It's got to be the Giants.
Baltimore, man. They're ready to go. Yeah, everything there. You have Lamar, you have running back, everything's there.
You gotta look at one thing with Baltimore. If you're coming in, you gotta win right away.
Yeah, but you have everything there though, right? Every team is not there, right?
No,
well, Baltimore's ready to go now,
would you want to rebuild or start new?
But as a young coach, that's too much pressure, right? If they want their own team, you go to Giants and you go to Atlanta and let it build, right? But if you go choose the Ravens, if you don't win it 1-2 seasons, you're gone.
I get it, but NFL any coach for any NFL, basketball, baseball will come besides baseball, but like basketball and NFL will come with pressure, right? Especially when you have a team ready to go. You rather have fully loaded bullet to go with than go to a team like Raiders. This is right now. Go to Giants where people are all injured coming back, right? I just would. Arizona doesn't know what they're doing. Atlanta has 2 QBs that they don't know who to play with, right?
Yeah.
They're all in scramble mode, but with Baltimore, you have the foundation set already. You know the QB's not gonna be replaced, the running back's not gonna be replaced, the receiver's gonna be there, and then defense is already there, right?
But see, with Baltimore, they're gonna want a coach that's already experienced. They're not gonna hire a non-head coach coordinator right now, unless it's their own.
You'd be surprised, dude. I think they might go for a coordinator. I don't know which coordinator, but they're not bringing any veterans in though.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mike McCarthy gets that job in Baltimore. You never know. As a surprise candidate, because he's been coaching
he's like the Doc Rivers of
but
he carries that one.
Yeah,
I mean, you think they contact Belichick to come back?
No, he wants to come back.
No.
I heard he wants to come back, so you never know.
I would probably take the Cleveland job just because of the fact that the defense is already set. So you know that one side of the football is already good, so you can focus on offense.
They have no salary cap to sign anyone. They have the worst QB.
Oh, I mean, you have all the draft capital. You got to draft and develop. So on the offensive side, because the defense is already set.
Offense
right?
is horrible. No receivers, no running.
Yeah,
but you got.
I would say for me, either the Falcons or the what do you call them? The Ravens, just because those two teams have shown to have patience in a coach to like let them develop and get the team going. Like no one expected. Like, Pete Carroll had nothing to work with going into it, and you thought Pete Carroll can come in, set the culture, give him a couple years to like, and he's fired the first year. Like, what the hell was he gonna? I mean, he was the highest paid coach, I think, right? $16 million a year.
$16 million. Yeah, he's still getting paid $16 million for another 2 seasons.
So, like, I would, if I was a coach, I would want to coach somewhere where, like, okay, I'm gonna be able to like prove myself. Give me a year or two to turn it around, versus just like be on a short leash and I have another shitty season. You're gonna fire me in the year, like that can't happen,
I mean, for the Raiders, like, say they let the owner let Tom Brady make that decision, and he brought in Chip Kelly and he brought in Pete Carroll. So now they're giving him control to hire the next coach again. Like, I mean, come on.
It's always the GOATs that are the worst, like management. Like Michael Jordan's a shitty owner, and Tom Brady's also a shitty owner. And I'm the biggest Tom Brady fan there, but I will call it out as it is. He's a really bad owner.
I think owners need to then just let GM
sometimes are not. Exactly. Just hire good people. Like Kobe said, you hire good people and they'll work the system and they'll make everything better versus me trying to show my smartness.
Yeah.
Dude, just Chip Kelly. As soon as they hired Chip Kelly, I was like, this is done.
The highest paid coordinator ever.
Hey, but,
I mean, Eagles know how bad Chip Kelly was when they made that.
Hey, but did you hear that Tom Brady's trying to bring in? He likes how New England was ran, so he's trying to bring in the similar
Brian Flores,
and then Dable as their offensive coordinator. Like, come on, what is that?
I mean, I think honestly, Brian Flores is a good.
Brian Flores is good. He did good in Miami.
I have a question. They're saying that they're gonna bring Dable as an offensive coordinator. What did he do with the Giants? He had one good year with Daniel Jones, and that's it.
But
what did he do with offense?
Josh Allen was really mad when he took the Giants job because that's when he started struggling a little. He built Josh Allen. That's why he gets really high praise.
Who they draft to.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the playoffs because you guys are dying to talk about this. After everything's said and done, we have For the NFC, we have the Seahawks in a bye week at number 1. We have the Panthers playing the Rams, Eagles, 49ers, and Packers against the Bears. On the AFC side, we have the Broncos with the bye, Steelers and the Texans, Jags and Bills, and Patriots and Chargers. I want to start off with the AFC because I know NFC will be the most debated and probably the most talked about with you, 3 of you. So let's go through AFC because I know you guys probably don't care. All of you guys are probably going to say, whenever we win, we'll win. It doesn't matter who AFC. But let's walk through it. All right. So Steelers and Texans. What are your thoughts? Who wins this series? The favorite right now is the Steelers. Or actually the Houston Texans are favored by -3.
Honestly, man, DJ Metcalf is back finally after 2 games. They missed him a lot. I told you Tapper's who wins out of that Baltimore and the Steelers are going to the AFC Championship game. So Steelers are going to win this. So
Man.
yeah.
My brother and his predictions.
Dude, Kayer has rubbed off in his whole Aaron Rodgers the GOAT thing with Khalil. He just thinks he's the second coming of Jesus Christ.
Dude, right? Honestly, when you give a legend a chance to be in the playoffs and he has only like 3 or 4 games to play.
God. But Khalil, I would give it to Steelers. I really want Aaron Rodgers, but they just have no offense.
How many years has Aaron Rodgers been in playoffs? 12?
No. I mean, not since 2020. Even he said it. It's been a long time.
But throughout his career, he's been there for a while.
But
and how much has his legend gotten you through this?
This is the first time This is the first time he's in the playoff with no pressure. First time. There's no pressure on him at all.
But can you?
He never had pressure.
No. Every time he made it with Green Bay, there was always pressure for him to win a Super Bowl. Every time, you know,
that's because he's an MVP.
Exactly. He played so well. He played so well with Devontae Adams. Like Green Bay had that good team, you know, that was lost to the Niners, you know. But this time he has like no pressure. He's gonna go.
You know, but this is the worst matchup.
Is even worse.
The Texans are the worst matchup because who's that guy that always gets on people's? Who's that guy that always gets on people's nerve? That guy from Houston Texans. He's always getting suspended. That defensive player, Emmanuel something, right? Or I forgot, right? Aziz or something, right? But him guarding DK is gonna get on his nerves, and he's gonna try to get DK out of that game.
But this game is in Pittsburgh, so I give Pittsburgh that one shot, you know, to get that game.
I don't see how Pittsburgh wins this game. I don't see how they win.
I think Houston wins it just because of their defense.
I think doesn't Houston have like the best defense?
And you know, by the way, last year, no. The way you guys are laughing right now, this is the same laugh that Tappers gave me when I said the Commanders will upset the number 1 Detroit Lions. No one believed me. And Tappers was laughing his ass off too.
When you throw so many, you know,
you're bound to hit
arrows. When you throw so many arrows at a dart, you board. You know, you're bound to land one, right?
Not really.
You're bound to land one.
No, not really. I mean, if you look at last year's podcast, I didn't pick every single upset. I just said that I was very confident with Commanders the way they played, right? And I said it's a bad matchup for Lions. And I even told Tapas that the Rams will beat Minnesota handily too with their defense. He had questions about their defense last year. My Rams defense will be fine, you know, and we beat Minnesota last year. But I'm just saying that I do feel that Rodgers being that GOAT or he tries to be that GOAT and that veteran being in the playoffs, I think that it's in Pittsburgh. I think they'll win.
Pass rush is too.
He's gonna pass rush him, and he's not gonna have time to throw. And he's not mobile anymore. He's not that mobile anymore.
Aaron Rodgers put up 6 points against Cleveland Browns, and the Houston Texans is a better defense than that Browns team.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, of course.
You got Texans or you got Steelers?
Texans.
Yeah, Texans. I got this. How about you, Tavis?
Yeah, Texans.
Texans.
Yeah, I already knew as soon as Steelers got in, like they're not a good team, and Aaron Rodgers shuts down, and he's probably gonna start blaming Metcalf got injured. Metcalf was out for 2 games, so he's not, ready and conditioned. Blah blah blah.
And they have no receivers. Adam Thielen is too old.
And then Kenil's gonna come in here like, I knew it. Well, Tomlin should get fired. Like that's gonna be Kenil.
I'm not gonna say that, bro. I do feel that Steelers will win this. It'll be a close game, very close.
Do you think this is Aaron Rodgers' last game if they do lose?
Yeah, it has to be. He's not gonna be given another chance anywhere else.
I mean, by him making the playoffs, I think he might get a chance somewhere else.
He made the playoffs because the division was so bad. No one expected the meltdown that the Ravens had and Cincinnati had.
Well, no one thought that Lamar Jackson's going to miss 8 weeks. Exactly. And then also Burrow's going to miss like 10 weeks in the beginning of the year.
And they would have missed the playoffs if Tyler Loop didn't go wide right.
Exactly.
So it wouldn't matter. If they had dominated the division or the division, I would have said, okay, maybe he would have.
Yeah.
Well, I think they would have if they would have kept George Pickens as well. and DK Metcalf. Then they would have 2 wide receivers, right? And it's pick your poison, you know.
I mean,
and
they
then,
paid the worst one out of pick.
Yeah, that's it. All right, we got the Jags against the Bills. This is going to be at Jags home. Bills are favored by 1.5 points.
Wow.
What you guys got?
Bills, man. Josh Allen. This is he has to, man. Go to the Super Bowl this year. He has to. No one's there. All pressure's on Josh Allen, man. I'm telling you, this will be the biggest failure ever if he does not even move on.
I got Jaguars.
Jags, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the Bills.
Yeah, I got the Bills too, just because I think Josh Allen has to win this game.
Because they have no receivers.
Yeah,
that's the thing that kills Josh Allen. He has no receivers.
I will say the Jags are the better overall team, defense and everything. But because Josh Allen needs this win, like I just trust him to go super mad mode. And
I just feel like because no one catches for him, that's gonna kill him. That's what they've been losing a lot of close games too, because he has no one to throw to.
Yeah, especially last game, they looked really lost. Offense looked really bad last game. I don't know what they were doing. All right, and then the last game for next week is going to be Pats against the Chargers. Pats are favored by 3.5 points. What you guys got for this?
I got Pats, man. I don't know, something with Herbert, man. He doesn't come through. I saw that 2 weeks ago against Texans. It was in SoFi, I think, or 3 weeks ago, when it was. But like, they're supposed to win that game, and they couldn't even win that game. So, and this is in New England. Drake, he's gonna play well, man. So I give it to New England.
I got Chargers upsetting the Bills. I mean, sorry, Patriots.
No, Chargers. Yeah, upset Chargers. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna give it to the Patriots just because the fact that it's in New England and the weather and all that will play a factor. West Coast team going to East Coast, but if it was here, then I would have picked the Chargers, even with So, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Chargers go in there and win.
Yeah, give me the Chargers here.
Really?
The Pats have beaten one team that's above 500.
Hey, you know what? They heard the noise too. By the way, they heard all about the MVP discussion. But they haven't faced anybody elite. But
can you?
And it's
been in
exactly. Right? And Mike Vrabel is a great coach. Yeah. I think the X factor here is Drake. Is Drake May. I just don't think as bad as Herbert has looked, Drake May will look really shaky.
Yeah.
So and again, when he was pressured, when he was put like against the Bills, for example, that game when they lost, like he struggled really bad because the Bills were on his ass. And I do believe that Harbaugh will bring that pressure against him, and he's going to really struggle. So that's why, for me, I would say this would be a big upset, and the Chargers win.
And it's gonna be a very low scoring game. It's gonna be Chargers.
It's gonna be gutsy.
Yeah,
man.
All right. Let's get to NFC.
Hey, hold on. No, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I got Jags and Chargers.
And who makes the Super Bowl?
Oh, they'll play. So the Jags and Chargers would play the next round against each other.
Oh, they will? Okay.
It depends, though. It depends on the seeding, right? We don't know that yet. If there's upsets, like then it gets reseeded all over again.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be. Yeah. So we don't know that yet.
The Jags against Chargers, AFC. Okay.
I actually got Jags making AFC
Super Bowl.
I just think they have everything. Yeah.
In the AFC Championship game, I got the Broncos and the Bills.
Okay. And who's coming out?
I'm going to give it to the Bills.
All right.
I'm the same exact. Broncos, Bills.
Really? Okay.
You got Pittsburgh and who?
Bills.
Okay. Pittsburgh's going to beat Houston, one of the best defenses in the second half of the season. Then they're going to go against the best defense in the entire season, which is the Broncos. They're going to win back-to-back. Your GOAT is going to win back-to-back against this. In Mile High Stadium.
The only thing with
First off, he's not my GOAT.
You just call him a GOAT.
No. That's why I took it back. He's gonna go down as like top 20 QB out there, right?
He's gonna go into Mile High.
Aaron Rodgers?
And Rodgers.
He's top 10 QB of all time.
He's a top 5 QB of all time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's good, So him getting a shot to be in the playoffs again, and the way he knows that it's so hard to get back where he is right now.
I'm just giving you scenarios. So you're saying you're gonna beat Houston, and he's gonna go to Mile High, which
But
you
you
always
have to
say
go
is the
through
hardest
those.
place to
But
beat.
you
And
have
they're
to,
gonna
you
beat the
have
best
to,
defense.
you have to beat those players. You have to beat those teams, right? You
with
have to.
Rodgers, it doesn't matter on the QB if your receivers don't do anything, right? That's the thing. Steelers don't have any
And the running
receivers.
backs too. The running backs have to run the
Yeah,
ball
And their
to be able to
Gainwell,
defense
throw
has
the
not
ball.
been good this season.
No,
It's
no, I
not the
agree.
old Steelers defense.
most overrated Rams player ever, Jalen Ramsey.
If you looked at last week's game, Pittsburgh was successful. Well, I mean Baltimore, is not good on defense,
Did
but
you
it was
see
a lot,
Ramsey
a
give
lot
up
of
those 2
quick and short
touchdowns?
Yeah.
passes, right? That went for good yardage, and that's
Did you
how.
see Ramsey carry last week? Give up those 265-yard touchdowns.
I love how my picks are so debatable for you guys. I love it. Okay, listen to me.
Because they're
I
so
have
outrageous.
I have Pittsburgh and Bills making the AFC Championship game, and I have Bills winning it and going to the Super Bowl.
Your picks are like Skip Bayless's takes,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
You're right.
That's
it is
fine.
Skip Bayless.
And when it happens, and when it happens, we'll definitely put this out here, out in social media that my picks were like Skip Bayless. So don't worry.
Yeah,
For sure.
how Bayless
You
would
gotta
pick
debate
Cowboys and then they would lose in the
Hey.
playoffs,
Mohammed Care, man. That's how it is.
Yeah, Skip Bayless
Man.
was right once in his 70 years as an analyst. This is your one correct prediction.
I just feel I just
He
honestly
said LeBron was going to be the worst player ever. He said
I just feel that
all
Rodgers
these things.
has an opportunity to kind of go deep in the playoffs. He hasn't been in there for 5 years.
I mean, I would be happy. I'd probably buy a Pittsburgh Steelers Rodgers jersey,
Okay, let me ask you this. You tell me, okay, you're picking Rodgers, but who's going to come through for them? Besides DK, pick a player on the Steelers that's going to go have
He
you
has to
get
be
that
obviously a
chance.
team effort. I mean, I'm saying like defense has to step up. Like, was it TJ Watt's there? He's hopefully he's back healthy. He has to step up on defense, So I mean, I'm just saying it's gonna be one Pittsburgh way, which is very, 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 very like muggy and slow and running all the way through, right? It can't be a high powered offense like freaking Broncos, right, or whoever they are, right? Chargers. It has to be more like Tomlin game plan where the game's gonna be won 13-10.
Yeah,
Like it's not gonna be it's not gonna hit 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do feel that they can
the
make
defense
it like
steps up.
Look, Pittsburgh is one of my towns, man. I'm rooting for them. So let's see what happens, right?
Is that your sticker for every team?
Oh, that's Cowboys.
All right, so in the Super Bowl, you got the Bills.
everybody's got the Bills except
Wait, who got you got Broncos, right?
I got Jaguars.
Oh, you got Jaguars. Sorry, Jaguars. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Duval.
All right, let's go to the NFC. Here we go. Seahawks have a bye, so Amit, you're sitting pretty there. I will ask you: are you nervous about being on a bye?
Oh yeah.
I am, because after what the Lions went in strong last year,
Yeah,
and then I think the bye just kind of ruined it, right?
yeah.
I think with Sam Darnold, he needs not a break. He needs to keep going.
Just make him play a game. Just tell him go play some college football right now.
He had a bye last year. Then everybody saw what the Rams did to him.
Yeah, I agree. But Rams against the Panthers. Rams are favored by 10.5 points.
Wow, yeah,
Crazy.
I mean, that's an easy.
Obviously, I think most of us will probably choose the Rams here. But do you guys think it'd be a big loss, like a big win like this? Or you guys think it'd be a close game?
No,
I do think Rams will win at least above 10.
No, it'll be a close game. The weather's bad, right? I heard on Saturday it's raining, and also like same like Chargers. They're not going to East, obviously, but they're going to South, right? That's where South Korea in that area, So they're still traveling, one end to another, right? So I think it's gonna be a closer game than people expect. But I'll tell you one thing though: Rams are agree or not, Rams are the only team in this schedule this weekend that should win. Everyone else, if they don't win, it's not a shocker, But Rams are the only heavy favorite. I feel that if they lose this game, wow, dude. I don't know
what say, Cadillo. You can't say foot or ball for the rest of the year.
I'm not gonna, bro. I don't know how much.
You have to do it. You're gonna have to come on for a podcast on Monday.
If we lose, look, man. Let me break this game down, right? I was just talking to Ahmed before he came on, Tappers. Now looking back at it, I'm so happy we lost to Carolina. So happy.
God, here we go.
Now you know how they are.
No, not even that. Not even that. So we're not going in overconfident, right? Okay, there's already 10-point spread on us, right? Which is the highest spread. It's the highest spread since 2000 and when was it? 8 or 9 when when Saints went into or Marshawn Lynch stuff happened. Saints and remember when Marshawn Lynch ran the ball and like they had a mini earthquake there in Seattle? Like that was a heavy favorite.
Oh, that was like 2013, no?
I don't know when it was, but like that was the last time. That was the last time where there was a Saints were heavy favorite and they lost because that was Drew Brees' prime right there, right? And Seattle came out of nowhere and won that game, right? So since then this is the highest spread for the weekend, right? So Rams, I'm glad they lost. So now they don't look Carolina like, okay, we can beat them. We beat them 3 weeks ago. We can go back and take care of business. No. Now they know that Carolina can actually win games. And what happened, Matthew Stafford actually had the worst game. Three interceptions. And so I'm glad we lost and hopefully we play better. And so that's what I gotta say.
All right. Anyone picking or have a doubt about the Rams at all?
Even like I was talking to Camille, they said that Devontae's questionable for this one. They're saying, might as well. You have to do all hands on deck for playoffs. Even if he's 70-80%, he should play.
Yeah.
He needs to be out there.
He'll probably be out there.
I think the 10.5 spread is with they're counting him in, right? Probably it'll go much lower if he's not playing.
No, right now it's without him. I think it's without him right now.
Is it without him?
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't played for 3 weeks now, right? So he's still questionable, so they haven't taken into account that he's gonna play. But what do you guys think? I think it's gonna be a closer game than people expect. I don't think. I mean, I think we'll end up winning. I'll put it this way: this past week against the Cardinals, that's how the game's gonna be, and then we're gonna take it towards the end and just blow them out like that. Like Cardinals had the lead.
But see, everybody knows Bryce Young's confidence, right? Like some days he's not, some days he has the confidence.
Against the Rams, he's confident. Against the Rams, he's confident. He just beat the shot.
No, but this time, if Rams take him out early, keep that pressure on him. If you take him out early, he's not good in the clutch. Then, right?
Yeah. It wasn't.
It was against the Rams. It
wasn't so much. Okay,
but Rams didn't take him out.
He was really confident against the Rams.
If you look at that Rams game, right? Just break it down really quickly.
And he was clutch too because I think they had to have a 4th down play or something.
So
right?
They scored every time when they're on their 4th and 10. Every time they scored on that thing, and then at the same time the defense stepped up in the late and got a fumble out of Matthew Stafford. So everything went right, So it's gonna be different.
See, but then on this, you're relying on a 2nd-year QB, a first year receiver, and a 3rd-year coach. So it's like everything's the same. They shouldn't even be there,
You know what's a fun fact? The coach and the QB is from Southern California, and they're playing that team.
It's in Carolina, right? The game.
Yeah. But both of them are from here, though. We're born and raised.
Isn't the coach from the McVay tree too?
No. I think where was he from? I forgot.
No, he's not from McVay tree.
Dave Canales, right?
I want to say he's from. I don't even know where he's from.
I thought he was from Bengals, but the Bengals coach was from Tennessee. He got fired.
Yeah, I don't know where.
It'll be an interesting game for sure. I don't imagine Carolina winning this or making it close. But usually it's these teams that have like Camille picked the Steelers to go all the way. Like the teams that don't give a shit that they just happen in playoffs. They could be the most dangerous, right, Camille? So you never know, right? Your logic applies here too, right?
They have nothing to play for. They can just come in and
Legendary Bryce Young might go on a run. You never know.
Legendary Bryce Young, man. I love it. I love it, Tappas. I love it.
Should Sean McVay get fired if they lose?
If they do,
he might be on the hot seat.
Yeah. Should he get the Matt LaFleur treatment or no?
I think Sean McVay is safe, dude. He's done more than what Matt LaFleur has done.
Yeah. Sean McVay.
Do you see this? You see this? He did this about 4 years ago.
Okay.
So that's all you have to do.
What's that Niners coach name?
Shanahan.
If Shanahan will never get fired, he will never get
fired. In
In
Sean McVay's 7 year, 8 years, he has made two Super Bowls and lost 1 and 1.
Yeah.
I don't think he's safe right now, dude. So he's good.
Same.
You're the only guy that thinks that LaFleur is safe. Like literally, nothing's gonna happen to him.
I don't read the rumors. I don't know because
it's coming from somewhere though.
Honestly,
no, but it's coming from somewhere, right? It's coming from somewhere. Like
no. The
for example,
I think he lost the locker room.
Listen, I'll tell you where it's coming. I'll tell you where.
Whole year, right?
I'll tell you where it's coming from. It's coming from because the Packers this year have a new president, right? Because Mark Murphy retired. Okay, now we have Carmen Policy, I believe that's his name, who is the new president, and he said during the offseason that he doesn't like his coaches or his coach and the GM to be in a lame duck year. So next year, it would be a lame duck year for both Matt LaFleur and the GM Brian Gutekunst. So that's where all these rumors are started. Well, if they don't do good in the playoffs, does that mean that they're going to fire him because the president doesn't like to have coaches in a lame duck year? Which, he would be in his last year next year. So that's where it's coming from. But we don't know what's going to happen. After the playoffs, they lose, he can sign an extension. Matt LaFleur might say, he might say, I want out. I don't know.
As a fan, though, would you say, as a fan, let's say you do lose to the Bears, what % do you give that LaFleur comes back?
I would say it's a 70-30 coming back. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a Bears loss is much more worse.
I think the percentage would be I would say 50-50 if the Packers were fully healthy and we lost to the Bears, and we were the 7th seed, if we were fully healthy and we were still the 7th seed, right? Because we're currently on a 4-game losing streak since Micah went down.
But
right?
Kerr, most of your offense is all healthy right now, though.
Yeah,
right?
But defense is where, so if we were all healthy and we were still the 7th seed and we lost to the Bears, for example, then I think it's probably
when healthy on defense, it's
just got
Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons, the only one, right? Major players.
No, Quay Walker, one of our linebackers, is out, and then Nate Hobbs, who we signed, is out, and then
at the same rate, everyone is not going healthy, in the playoffs. The Rams have
I don't mind if Micah Parsons and Quay Walker is playing at 60%. At least they're there, but they're out for the season.
Chargers are playing with the worst offensive line in the whole NFL history, right?
Yeah, they got third stringers out there. All right, we'll get into that game, but let's go to the next game, which is the Eagles against the Niners. Eagles are favored by 4.5 points at home.
I'm excited.
Who you guys got in this?
I got Niners.
Eagles.
Niners all the way, man. So I'm telling you, man, Eagles are disarray right now with their whole team chemistry right now, man. I'm telling you.
They've won 3 straight games, man.
I don't know. Figure it out.
Do you not know? Okay, it's a fun fact. Eagles lost last week with their second string, right? Commanders had their second string going on too.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows I'm not talking about that, whatever the game is, but I'm saying with Shanahan being there, dude, I don't think, Sirianni is going to have any shot, man. I'm telling you, Shanahan's coach, he's coaching out of his mind right now, dude. So I do feel it's going to be a close game, and I'm going to give the edge to the Niners.
I think Eagles.
Dude, Shanahan's done so much this year, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Niners.
Wow.
I think, yeah, it's gonna be an upset.
Big upset, man. I'm telling you, they're out. Don't say it. Oh my god.
As much as I hate to say it, give me the Eagles.
Why? Why? Well, what makes you?
Because Brock Purdy had a really rough last week. Really rough. He looked like Sam Darnold
against Seattle.
Yeah. Yeah, but Seattle's defense is so much better, though. They're so much better than Eagles.
I wouldn't say so much better. I mean, honestly, the Eagles are carried by their defense, right? I was telling my buddy this. I'm like, the number one player in the Eagles is the O-line. Then the second best player is their entire defense. After that, it's maybe A.J. Brown. Then it's Jalen Hurts. So, the fact that even their O-line sucks right now because of all the injuries, that defense is just too much, man. It's too overwhelming. And Brock Purdy looked really, really shaky last week. That told me, how last year you said about Sam Darnold and how badly he lost last week against
Detroit
the Lions, and he looked really shaky. That same thing. I got the same feeling like this. This kid's not ready for it.
Sure.
And not the defense that's going to come out.
But doesn't the Eagles' offense look shaky too with the new offensive coordinator?
But that defense wins in the games.
Okay, if you look at the last 4 weeks, Saquon and A.J. Brown are finally picking it up. Saquon's had over 80-yard carries now. A.J. Brown is averaging almost 100 yards in receiving. Yeah. I think they're finally figuring it out, and I think it's perfect right now.
Yeah. I don't give much of a shot next round, but against the Niners and just how Brock Purdy looked, it's going to be.
All I gotta say is that Bosa and Trent Williams better travel and better play. They need them.
Bosa's not playing. He tore his ACL.
Not Bosa. Sorry, Trent Williams and
Fred Warner.
Warner's also injured too.
But Warner, they already ruled him out. They said that.
But hopefully Trent Williams comes in, man. I mean,
I think this game's gonna come down to can the Eagles stop Christian McCaffrey and who makes more play. I don't think the quarterbacks are gonna play much factor. It's gonna be the running backs for both teams, I think.
I'm gonna love it,
Saquon
Yeah, I'll
man.
give you
versus
that. If
McCaffrey, yeah.
McCaffrey goes off, then yes, no
I'm
one's
gonna love
stopping
it,
him.
man. Saquon versus McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Man, what a
And
great
then last
game.
but not least, we got the Bears against the Packers. The Packers are favored by 1.5
You know,
points.
you got the Bears, right?
Obviously, we know Kier is going to go Packers all the way.
Of course.
Who you got?
I actually got the Bears. No, but
Bears.
Okay, I'll see you next round.
I actually got all upsets in the NFC right now, so I got the Green Bay. I don't think Caleb is ready for his big spotlight, ready to go for the playoffs. Look, honestly, this game is gonna be won by QB this time, and I hate to say it, but Jordan Love's more of a veteran there. He's been in the playoffs.
I hate to say it, he's like a top 5 quarterback.
I don't know about that, but I just don't. And then at the same time, this is Ben Johnson's first time being a head coach in the playoffs too. So I think the lights might get too bright for them, both of them combined. See, if it was Ben Johnson and Sam Darnold, then I'll give it to Chicago, because Darnold's been there, right? But when you have two rookie player coach in there, that kind of gives me a little, I don't know if they're gonna win this, So it's gonna be a close game. And to be honest with you, when they faced each other off 2 weeks ago, Green Bay actually had that game the whole entire time. It was because of Caleb throwing that crazy ass passes, and they won.
And well, it started with Romeo Dobbs, muffing the punt.
Is Jordan Love healthy enough to play?
No, he's gonna play. He has concussion. He's clear.
He's past concussion protocol.
He's clear.
They held him out last week out of just not to injure him further.
Yeah. So
last year, what happened was they played Jordan Love in the last game of the regular season, and he injured his hand or something.
Honestly, I think Packers season went down with Tucker Kraft.
But I think I don't know about the next round. But I do think
that's
Green Bay,
another player that's out.
But I do feel that this round, I think Green Bay is good enough to beat Chicago because they could take advantage of their inexperience. That's what I feel.
Because Chicago's defense, obviously, they're really good.
No, I agree.
But their offense, if they're getting
you got to throw the ball, man. You got to throw the ball.
Do they?
You got to do stuff. Caleb has to do. It has to be Caleb, right?
Chicago's defense is garbage. Teams can throw the ball.
They're winning because of their defense too.
No, it's the offense. It's Caleb. Doing the fourth quarter heroics. That's why they've been winning.
I mean, and then I think they're just rookies. Aduze, Burden, and Luther Head. They've been coming clutch, but let's see if they can. Like you said, Green Bay's defense is all banged up. Can they stop them?
I mean, for the first one they can. How about you, Tappet? What's your take? Who you got? I already know. I know you got Bears. I know.
Bears.
Why?
I mean, what's left of the Green Bay Packer defense? What's left? I mean,
what's the favorite?
Huh?
How much are they favored by? Minus the Bears?
Packers are favored by 1.5.
Yeah, Packers are favored by 1.5.
Packers?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm telling you,
the Bears is an upset. So Khalil, you're not it's not an upset that you're Packers.
No, but road teams are gonna win this. That's what I'm saying. And the Rams are gonna get a home game next round against the Niners.
I mean, Packers haven't been able to stop anybody from running the ball, and the dual-headed running backs for the Bears have been going killer. I mean, because Ben Johnson essentially created a Detroit 2.0 with this team, right? Essentially,
basically, yeah, exactly.
So I mean, and if Micah was there and if all of the defense for Packers was there, I would have said easily Packers would win this game. But because of all the injuries and because they also have Jordan Love, who has statistically a worse year than Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams had better stats overall than Jordan Love did. Then I would say the Bears.
Caleb Williams this is a one-hit wonder, 1 year thing. Let's see how he does next year, right? Under Matt Nagy,
Jordan Love
Mitch Trubisky looked like an all-pro quarterback under Matt Nagy 1 year.
Are you saying Caleb is a Trubisky? Are you saying Caleb is like Mitch Trubisky just that one season?
I mean, it's wait and see because that's what Mitch Trubisky was, like a one-hit wonder.
Isn't that the same thing for Jordan Love? Isn't he a one?
No, he's
too.
He's proven year after year. He's been in the playoffs.
The Packers
he's been in the playoffs since he's become a starter. What are you talking about?
No.
The first time he was a starter, you guys upset the Cowboys with a better record, and then you guys went to Niners. You guys almost beat Niners, but you guys lost a 10-point lead. Yeah, so basically, Jordan Love still needs to prove who he is too, because last year they got bounced in the first round too against the Eagles. right?
Yeah,
And
I
so
agree. Jordan needs to prove in the playoffs. I agree with that, but I think he's a much more complete quarterback
I agree.
compared to Caleb Williams.
I agree with you right now at this stage. No, right now, yeah, I agree with that.
Stats don't show
If
it.
if you want your quarterback to be like running around like a wild horse and throw the ball, then yeah, it's Caleb Williams. Go for it. But
And you
how
know
many
what?
times are you going to win a game like that?
And I follow college football a lot, and Caleb played for USC, and I noticed that when there was a big game, he was never able to win. He just never came through for his team, USC, and that kind of dates back to when he played for the other school as well before he transferred to USC. He just never came clutch. So I think the lights are going to get bright for him.
Canelo dropped Caleb Williams like one of his high school girlfriends so fast, man. This guy was so high on Caleb Williams first year. He was like, "Oh, the next big thing."
You love Caleb.
And now
you
he's talking all this. Ever since USC, he never played big games. Whereas I this year was like Mr. Caleb guy, and
but again,
just the opposite now. Like, man,
you are who you are, right?
Quick.
I mean, he played in big games, right, in SC, and he never showed up. Never did.
He just never. Well, he had a shitty coach his first year. Right, you give a quarterback a good coach.
It's the same coach he had in the other school. They both came together. It was a package deal.
I meant for NFL, like with Ben Johnson being a good coach.
That's what I'm saying. Ben Johnson is also a rookie coach this year too, and so what they did so far is remarkable. And I think that this will be a good stepping stone, and it will be a good experience for both of them. Next year they'll be more elite, with experience. So.
Yeah. Okay. So
they're building just like the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. So I guess in this case, the Seahawks, according to Kayer and Keneal's choices, would play the Packers first round.
Yeah.
But then, Ahmed, you would think the Seahawks will play the Rams first round, right?
Yeah.
Because you have the Eagles winning, right?
Yeah.
So in that situation, who do you have, Ahmed? Seahawks against the Rams?
Oh yeah, for sure, Seahawks.
Damn.
That is for sure.
So Keneal, it's not going to happen. I mean, according to your chart, it's not going to happen.
That's NFC
Championship. Who would you have if it was Seahawks against the Rams?
Oh, dude, we have Donald's number, bro. I mean, if it wasn't for a perfect way for them to go, and the ref saying that, oh yeah, you know what, come back, since the running back could touch the ball, we're good. Give him points on the board right now. Give him points on the board.
No.
We had tap it. Hold on.
First game we lost to a field goal.
Let me finish. Hold on. We still won. Doesn't matter. But look.
Yeah, but then
even that first game, we got 3 interceptions from Darnold. That past game.
No, you had 5 interceptions, and you only won by a field
listen
goal.
To me.
That's what shows Seahawks defense.
You know, in the last 20 years, no team has converted 3 2-point conversions.
Yeah, they show.
Everything had to go perfect for them, and they did, right?
I know. But
I'll tell you right now. Seattle didn't win that game. The Rams lost that game.
Okay,
right?
But let me ask you this: with Sam Darnold turning it over 5 times in the first matchup and only losing by a field goal, does that tell you?
Telling.
That's fine, but what I'm trying to say is that we're up by 16.
You guys did not capitalize the whole game.
We're up by 16 with 9 minutes to go in Seattle, where there's a hostile environment. We're about to win that game too. Look, we're not scared of Darnold. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
I'm more scared of Brock Purdy than Darnold in our division.
I mean, I'm not saying Darnold, but the defense will carry it.
Our defense is better than your defense, so I mean, I don't know how much your defense.
I don't think so on that.
Oh, okay, all right. Who you got? Huh? Wait, you guys think Seattle defense is better?
Seattle defense is better.
I will say Seattle's defense has been more consistently better. Rams defense shows up once or twice in a game, and then they have you're like, oh shit, this is legit. I could tell you, if the Rams defense how they played against the Eagles last year, if that same defense shows up, they're unstoppable. But we haven't seen that consistently this year. Seahawks have been pretty consistent throughout. I mean, they win. No offense, I mean, they win despite Sam Darnold sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
Whereas Rams need Matthew Stafford to be like Superman. So
I do think that we're fine with Seattle being there, so I'm happy. It'll
fine in the West. Are you John Morant now?
But can you just remember this?
John Morant said that, right? We're fine. We're fine. We're good.
Fine in the West.
We're good.
The only difference is you're going into Seattle, not.
And we're up by 16. We were up by 16 comfortably too.
All right. Well,
Seattle needed that miracle, right? Like literally everything that went right for them. If one thing went wrong for them, guess what lost that game?
About the Bears and the Packers too. Packers lost that game by a miracle from Caleb Williams. It was literally the week after, right? The week after is when Caleb Williams had that miracle come back with 4 minutes left.
2 days later. Yeah.
But okay, so let's just say if it is Seattle against Packers, like how you guys are thinking it is, who do you guys have? Obviously, I'm just gonna say Seattle, and then Seattle. Okay, here against the Packers, right?
Is this like are we supposed to be objective here? Because it's a podcast, or is this like a
I mean, no,
fandom?
be honest. Be honest. You can be honest.
Yeah, if this is like ESPN First Take, and not make it like Skip Bayless, then I'm gonna pick Seattle. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
To be objective, because they are the better team and they have the better defense. I think Packers offense, I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about Packers defense because of all the injuries, and we don't have a pass rush going, and that puts a lot of pressure on the secondary, and that leads to big passes, and that's what I'm worried about. And so I would pick Seattle.
Yeah, I think Seattle will probably win that one too. And then let's see, Amit had Eagles and the Bears. They would probably play next. Who you guys have between that if that was to happen?
I got Eagles.
Yeah, against the Bears. But you guys, if that was to happen,
Eagles, man.
Probably Chicago.
Wow.
I got the Eagles in that case, man.
or okay, let me ask you guys: Eagles against the Rams, if that happens, because if the Packers win, then the Eagles and Rams will probably play. What do you guys got there
I have the Rams.
I got the Rams on that. I have the Rams on that.
against the Eagles?
We lost a field goal by there this year. So.
Yeah, I'd probably give it to the Rams.
I'd be surprised. By that.
Are you picking Eagles?
Don't you guys think that Matthew Stafford has looked a little off the last
Shaky?
2-3 weeks?
But Devontae hasn't played.
Yeah,
So that's why I don't, because
he's missed some really bad throws too recently.
Rams don't have a third receiver.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kenil, but you guys don't have a
Well,
good
Higbee
third
just came
receiver.
back, right? He's our main tight end. He finally came back.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns in his last game, right?
We needed him. He was our veteran tight end. He's finally back. So, but yeah, I agree.
As long as Puka didn't get suspended.
I just hope
Man, Puka is just.
I just hope Puka doesn't say anything
unbelievable.
about the stripes. That's all I give a shit about. Keep his mouth shut. So
Tapping, you got Eagles?
If
over the
that
Rams?
was to happen, I'm not an Eagles fan. I hate the Eagles. I would go for Rams just out of pure hatred there. But as far as objectively for Eagles versus Niners, I think the Eagles will win that game.
So who you guys coming? Who you guys think? Who you guys have in your? Okay, we already talked about NFC Championship games.
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
And,
Who you guys have in Super Bowl coming out of the NFC?
yeah, Super Bowl.
Seattle Rams, man. NFC champ.
And then who in Seattle makes it?
So Amit has Seattle versus is it Jacksonville?
Yeah.
That'd be the lowest rated
ever,
Super Bowl
ever, dude.
time. No one's watching that.
I think Amit will be the only one watching that.
All right.
I got Rams and Bills. Josh Allen versus Matthew Stafford, and I have.
Honestly, before we go, if anybody besides Bill that makes it in the AFC, no one's gonna watch that Super Bowl.
Yeah,
No.
that's true.
People.
No, I.
No. One
Steelers,
person will
Steelers,
watch
Steelers.
the Steelers.
If
One
Rodgers
person
is in
for
the
sure.
Super Bowl,
Yeah,
people will watch Rodgers. I'm
All
sorry,
of
dude.
Green Bay will be watching him.
I'll give that to you.
And
No,
then
if Rodgers is in the Super Bowl, people will watch Super Bowl. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Like it or not,
Besides
Rodgers.
Steelers
Yeah.
Besides Steelers and Bills, no one. That's gonna be a small rated freaking Super Bowl.
Yeah, agree.
yeah,
Agree, man.
Pats still have a little bit of fandom left. I don't think Pats make it that far anyway. I would say Steelers have a better chance of making Super Bowl than the Patriots.
But-
And then, Kara, who you got for your Super Bowl picks? Obviously, Packers all the way. Oh no, you
No,
haven't
I can't because I can't. I'd be more than happy. I'd be like,
Who's your NFC
I'd probably
Championship?
do.
Rams.
Who's your matchup with the NFC Championship coming out of Super Bowl?
I think it's gonna be Seattle out of the NFC, and it's gonna be against the Bills.
I'm surprised Seattle is getting so much love in this podcast. I mean, maybe it's because I talked to a Rams fan, but like it feels like the Seattle Seahawks were like completely down and out, and then now all of a sudden they're and this is just all throughout media too. Media loves Seattle right now. Yeah, and they also think the Jags are the best team in the playoffs.
That's why I'm really, really scared because Seattle's getting too much hype.
Yeah,
They're not
you know,
flying under
Seattle,
the radar no more.
Seattle and the Rams matchup, like if they were to meet in the NFC Championship, it's a toss-up. It's like whoever has the home court advantage is gonna win.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
And
Seattle.
If the Rams have the home court, I would pick the Rams. Because Seattle has it, I'm picking Seattle.
I'm glad Rams doing, man. Our fans will sell our tickets to Seattle fans, so I'm glad.
Yeah,
It'll be still a away game for us.
At SoFi, it's an away game no matter what.
The Eagles.
We go silent count at
Hey,
SoFi. We go silent count at SoFi, dude. That's how sad this shit is.
Yeah, SoFi is so bad, dude. The away fans are so much louder. It's crazy.
Dude, Niners versus Rams, 80% got to be Niner
But
fans.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, for sure. I mean, even when I went against Baltimore, I think that time it was the Chargers. It was all Baltimore fans everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, man.
Actually, I really don't know many Charger fans. Actually,
Yeah.
Tappers, who you have, man?
For Super Bowl, I have the Bills. I'm gonna stick to my original, and the Rams.
Who wins it?
Bills. I want Josh Allen to win one, dude.
Yeah.
I just want him to
honestly,
win
this is the year he has to win it with
who's
no
your guys
no Jackson
from your picks? For yours, Jags and Seattle. So you have Seattle winning.
Seattle, yeah.
Bro, who you have? Seattle and who you have from?
I got the
AFC?
Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
I got the
Rams.
You got Rams over Bills?
I got Bills.
What if the Niners had gotten the first seed and they had home court throughout? Would you guys have? I mean, that was my own thing. Is like if the Niners had home court,
I still would have picked Niners to lose in the first round.
It'd be hard.
I just don't think their offense is that strong enough because Juwan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall are not.
Yeah, if they had an actual number one wide receiver, Ayuk, they would be something. But that guy does not want to play football anymore. He's lost a love for the game.
Yeah, I mean they have to rely on McCaffrey to receive and run, which could be problematic.
Yeah, that's kind of what Debo did last year, right? That's what they had him do is be both catcher and.
Do you guys think if Rams win the Super Bowl, you think Matthew Stafford retires like his best friend, Kershaw?
Yeah, he will. He'll retire with the championship.
Probably, yeah. There's nothing left to prove.
If he wins this title and the MVP, I wouldn't want to retire.
He comes back.
I think Devontae retires too, Camille.
He comes back, but I mean, by the way, MVP it's just between two players, Drake May and Stafford. Who you guys think is winning the MVP?
I mean, I think Drake May wins, but Stafford should get it.
Yeah, same.
I think now looking back at it, Stafford wins it because just statistically it was just way better.
And they beat better teams.
But forget that because I mean, obviously Rams don't make their schedules, nor does Patriots. I don't care about the strength of schedule. You got to play who you have. I do feel that
who threw more yards?
The numbers,
was it Stafford or May?
The numbers is better by Stafford. He has like 45 touchdowns. May has like 34. Turnovers are the same. I think throwing. I think Stafford has more. So statistically, Stafford has everything in all that category.
Yeah, I think Stafford should win it.
Yeah.
I think Drake May could have secured it, but he didn't play too well the last couple weeks of the season. I mean, he played decent, but I think Stafford had to kind of ball out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I would want Stafford to win it. But yeah, if Stafford wins MVP and wins a chip, I don't know how you can retire after that. There's a point
you would come back for that
at the highest, but then when you are literally the MVP and then you retire. It's like, dude, run it back.
Stafford wins the MVP for the league, and then he wins the Super Bowl and also wins the Super Bowl MVP. So then you'll have 2 MVPs, 2 Super Bowls. Would you guys put him in top 5 all time?
No.
I mean, Tom Brady's number 1 already. Tom Brady's already number 1. I already know that.
Tom Brady, Rodgers.
All time?
All time. Yeah, Rodgers, yeah.
Peyton Manning.
All time?
Yeah.
Wait, Peyton Manning's better than freaking Stafford.
Just because Stafford has had success the last 5 years doesn't mean he automatically gets into greatest of all time.
He did good in Detroit with, what he had, right? I mean, he only had Megatron, that's it. And he retired early on top of that, right?
So, Camille, you tell me, would you have Mahomes' career over Stafford, or would you rather have Stafford over Mahomes?
I'm probably Mahomes because he has more Super Bowl appearances and championships.
I think that's a no-brainer.
Right? Mahomes has 3 and 3 with 5 Super Bowl appearances, right? I think that's what he has. 3 chips with 5 appearances already. I mean, Mahomes going to go down arguably like top 5 as well. I mean, Brady's number 1, right? So we're talking about 2, 3, and 4, and 5 here, right?
Peyton Manning, would you put North?
What do you think, man? What's your take? You're thinking there. I see that.
Yeah,
that's hard to argue. If you win MVP and 2 Super Bowls, I don't know.
There's been better winners in the game. I don't want to be a hater, and I know Kay's gonna hate me for this, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers is top 5 with 1 championship.
You're a hater. You're a hater. That's what you are.
Rodgers, but like one championship does not make you top 5.
I would put Rodgers in top.
Okay, in my opinion.
greatest of all time doesn't mean like only if you win
Championship.
certain amount of championships, you're considered greatest
It
of all time.
does.
For me, it's like
Greatest of all
your
time
body of
is
your
Let me
body of your body of work, your talent, right?
greatest. I will give you greatest statistical player of all time. Yes, one of the top 5. I'll give you that. But
Greatest thrower of football,
overall,
greatest overall, because like he didn't have like offensively. There are years that the defense was horrible. He carried the team into the playoffs and further into the playoffs. He's done that many times, right?
I mean,
It's like
how
it's
many
like you put me
appearances
on
did
a
you have in
you
Super Bowl?
put me on a team you put me on a team with like what all-star wide receivers and a pretty average defense, and I go win 2 Super Bowls. Does that mean I'm better than like Tom Brady all of a sudden? Like, or like Aaron Rodgers? I mean, because I had like 2 Super Bowls in the last 6 years.
Puka wasn't a superstar receiver we signed, just letting you know
Yeah.
that. Devontae was washed up, people thought, right? So he wasn't a superstar either, right? I mean, he went to Raiders, sucked, and he went to the Jets, sucked, right? So he was washed up too, right? Green Bay let go of him. So you can't say Stafford had all-star receivers, right? I mean, at the same time, Rodgers had Greg Jennings, right? I mean, he was like at that time top 5 receivers out there at that time, right? You didn't have that on his team.
I know.
Right, Brady never had that. Nor did Stafford. When Cooper Kupp wasn't a all-star signing either. He wasn't a superstar either. We drafted him.
What I'm saying is Rodgers compared to Brady and Stafford, he did not have a complete team. And Brady won consistently because the tight end was unstoppable. Brady was unstoppable. Their defense was like always like in the top 10.
But honestly,
And then with the Rams, they had a complete team with Matt Stafford when they won the Super Bowl. Their defense was elite, right? And then they had good players on offense. Rodgers never had that.
Okay.
Rodgers.
But what I'm trying
to say, defense was
Rodgers' first 10 seasons. He had no one except Megatron.
Stafford.
You mean Stafford?
Yeah, Stafford, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't have anyone besides that. So
yeah, but that's my point. He didn't. If you're gonna put him in the GOAT conversation, and if he had nobody except Megatron, then he should have at least led the team to playoffs every year or almost every year, right? Then you can put him in the GOAT conversation. But I'm saying my argument with Rodgers is, he had a good offensive unit, but his defense sucked. The defense was giving up like 30 points a game. So he had to like come up and play offense and score points every single game. And he did that consistently. And he put the team in the playoff position. And so he has a better body of work overall with the pressure that's on him. And we know the defense just sucked, right? And then over time, Mike McCarthy's play calling just, was very stagnant, right? And he still, led the team to the playoffs. And so that's why with a greater body of work, I would consider him the GOAT.
Would you?
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, I'm not being biased. I'll tell you, I rather have Mahomes. I rather have Brady over Stafford, but that's about it, man. But I mean,
I wouldn't put Matthew or Aaron Rodgers in top
5. Rodgers to me is top 5, but.
Who comes to your mind? Top 5 tappers. Who comes to your mind? I mean, I know it's hard.
His top 5 is Tom Brady, Drake May, the tight ends,
Castle, Jimmy Garoppolo,
Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
His girlfriend, actually.
I mean, it's hard to say because when you look at the whole winning and all that kind of stuff too, like if you look at just stats, it's like the whole LeBron case. Like, yes, statistically, LeBron is one of the best players of all time, but he's not the GOAT because he doesn't have the rings. So same thing with Rodgers, right? Rodgers would be, in my opinion, statistically one of the best. He's like top 4, top 5 in throwing yards, touchdowns, all that crap, right? But he just didn't win enough. At least for a top 5, what do you call that? Mount Rushmore kind of thing.
Not right.
I would have to sit down and think about it. I mean, for sure, Brady, Mahomes is top 5 for me already with the number of championships he has. I think of like Steve Young was what, he has 3, 4, right?
3, yeah.
I mean,
John
I
Elway,
wouldn't.
but
Peyton Manning is
all these
close,
guys,
but Peyton Manning, I would only count him as 1 championship like Rodgers because the defense for Broncos carried his old ass to the freaking Super Bowl. It wasn't Peyton Manning.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't consider Peyton Manning.
And I think the other thing that I consider when it comes to like top 5 or the top 5 GOATs of all time is the impact that you have on your team. If you're able to carry the team single-handedly, into playoffs, whether you win a championship or not, that's a different story. But if you can consistently and successfully lead your team to playoffs, then I think that puts you in the GOAT conversation. So it's like, let's say LeBron retires with 5 championships, right? And then let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Tatum wins like 7 championships. Are you gonna say that, okay, leave LeBron out and put Tatum in because he has more championships? No, LeBron's still gonna be top 5 because he's had more of a big impact on the game, and he has single-handedly carried the Cavs, into the playoffs. Wherever he's gone, he's won. So just because of that, like, I'm not gonna put Tatum over LeBron, even though he has more
you're
championships.
right. I would say if you're comparing 5 against 7, yes, but 1 against 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's different.
Who's
right?
won more than Tom Brady?
Nobody.
Steve Young's won what, 3?
But nobody has.
Pat Mahomes has 3, right?
So the way it goes, I think, is Terry Bradshaw's won 3, Steve Young, Joe Montana. Joe Montana, I think, won 2. Steve Young won 3, I think.
Yeah.
So it goes kind of vice versa. I forgot how it went.
Yeah.
They're back to back, and
Peyton
then
Manning has 2.
And then Troy Aikman has 2.
Right.
Right, with Emmitt Smith and them, and so like those are my people right there, right? I mean, like, Matthew Stafford is in a conversation with Troy Aikman, Terry Bradshaw, and all those groups.
And Matt Stafford, if he wins 2, he gets closer, but I don't know. Like Amit has said too, like, he's been relevant the last 5 years when he's been winning. He's gotten into this conversation. Otherwise, if he would have just retired as a Detroit Lion with the stats he's put up now, people would be like, "Oh, he's a good quarterback. Really good quarterback, but he never won."
He'll be Dan Marino. That's all it'll be.
Yeah, he would be Dan Marino.
Dan Marino had a great stats, guys. I mean, if you look at his stats,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But he never won, right? And that's why he's never been talked about. So you got to win. And Rodgers has won.
He was on the Dolphins, right? Dan Marino?
Yeah, he was the Dolphins. He never won though. But yeah. It's like Charles Barkley.
So I mean, it's hard though. It's very hard to pick quarterbacks as top 5 all time, because there is a lot of variables.
Someone's always going to be unseated. What if somebody wins like 8 or 9 championships down the line? Does that mean Tom Brady's gonna?
If they're the best player in the team and they win it, then that's fine. It's like the whole like Robert Horry thing. Robert Horry has 7 championships. Doesn't mean he was one of the best players ever.
No. You got to be the best player. And then
if you're the best player in a team and you win that many,
and I don't think anyone's gonna come to Tom Brady's record. I'm sorry, man. 7 out of 10. That's what you want, right? 7 out of 10, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna come close.
Yeah,
to that.
I mean, well, you would need a coach that is able to cheat and put cameras and then deflate the balls a little bit. Deflate the balls a little bit. So that helps. Yep.
Even though Aaron Rodgers himself has said that he would also ask for the same thing.
And get lucky a couple of times, against Atlanta and against Seattle.
Deflate the balls too.
No, he said
one of the receivers
he
for the Packers was also using Stickum to win. Yeah.
Cheating helps a lot, Cameras everywhere.
Everyone does it. You just get caught. They were stupid enough to get caught, but the Packers have been doing it.
Nobody else got caught. Nobody else got caught.
Exactly. So whoever got caught is
all right. Moving on. So if next week, if Steelers win, I want all you motherfuckers back in this podcast and say I was right. These guys all laughed at me.
Yeah. And what happens when the Steelers
too,
right?
Everyone got texted.
No, I'm Houston.
Yeah, everyone got texted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens when the Steelers do? What's gonna be your punishment? What do you have to do?
So
whatever you guys want, bro.
I feel like this is me and the whole our Nobu bet. It's like the easiest bet I've made.
How do you know it's the easiest? Dude, the Lakers are 3rd or 4th right now in the West.
Because it's pissing you off. That's why. It's like I'm a pissed off Kier. I pissed off you.
No, you don't piss me off.
I love pissing off the Joshi. That's my thing.
Dude, I'm not pissed off. I'm saying Lakers are good. I'm confident they're gonna be there, man. And the last West team standing, dude.
I mean, I remember when they got Westbrook, you were like jumping up in joy.
Exactly, and I was like, "This is the stupidest thing we've done in a long time."
He became a Westbrook, Shadow.
Freaking LeBron won a Westbrook in our team. Really killed the vibe of the team.
Sure. But nah, bro.
Right. You guys want to go through any kind of basketball? You guys feel good about your picks?
I think we can end it off there with football. It was a good argument, and so it was good, guys. I mean, I appreciate
next
my brother joining us.
When the Houston Texans beat the Steelers, we're gonna have. We'll make sure that Keneal cannot say foot or ball again.
Well, that's Rams. If Rams get eliminated, I will not say foot or ball.
Well, Rams are not getting eliminated next week. Maybe
You
the
never
week
know,
after,
dude.
but
We lost
not
them
next
3 weeks
week.
ago. We lost them 3 weeks ago, man.
You're the one I just said they have to win.
They gotta win. I'm just saying it's football, right? It's any given Sunday, right? It's any given game,
There's
right?
a higher chance of the Seahawks losing in the bye week than the Rams do.
Me and Keneal made a bet about the Rams. We Seahawks Rams. Keneal, tell him the bet.
Yeah, for me,
Oh yeah, sure.
So me and Ahmed made a bet, right? Because I mean, we do expect both of our teams to be facing off one way or another. It will be either in the next round or the championship round, whatever the round it is. So basically, the loser has to basically get the winner his fair jersey, and then take him for dinner. In this case, we're gonna go to Julio's, and the loser has to wear the other team's jersey, and also post on Instagram saying, "I lost my bet." And that team, the other team is better than my team. You gotta say that. You know, you gotta label that.
Okay, that makes it worse.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
those are the things. So it's gonna cost money because dinner plus jersey is easily like $300 right there. You know, because NFL jerseys are like $150.
Yeah.
It's gonna be exactly another $100 or so.
Well, no, Sam Darnold jerseys go for like $20 a pop now.
I can get. I can't. That's true, dude.
You'll be all right.
I
have a buy one get one pizza coupon for you for Julius. You can use that.
That works.
It'll be a cheap date. Don't worry.
All right, that works. So yeah, that's the thing, man. You know, but yeah, let's see how it goes.
Well,
if Green Bay and Rams face, my brother will have a bet with me. You know, Green Bay and Rams face each other. You know, but yeah.
Shit, the Joshi Bowl. I want 1 year to have a Joshi Bowl. That'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the Packers are playing the Rams in the regular season next year.
Is it gonna be here in SoFi?
Yeah, it's at
Packers
SoFi.
and Rams play this year. Are you guys going to the game?
It's
gonna be expensive.
It'll be
in SoFi. So
yeah.
Again, Packers are one of those fan base which are like top 2. They actually buy the whole entire SoFi out, dude.
99% would be Packers fan, dude. I went to a Rams against Packers. I think it was at the USC Coliseum, dude.
Their fans travel.
It was all Packer fans. Everywhere you see is Cheez-Its. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here? We're in the wrong state. Packer fans they travel like crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll give it to them, man.
It'll be a good first weekend of the NFL playoff. Amit, enjoy your stress-free football weekend. You don't have to worry about anything. But yeah,
good luck, guys.
See you guys next week.
We'll do whatever team loses. If the Packers lose or the Rams lose, I can't wait to hear all the excuses you guys give about why we lost. The defense.
I'm the most objective person.
Right.
I'm the most objective person.
You're right. You know what, Kara? I give you that. He did pick that the Packers will not advance after the first round. So I will give you that. That is very objective. Keneal, ever since this like Rams all the way. Even though they've lost some pretty bad games.
No, but I want to see next week when Karen gives an excuse when Jordan Love had a bad game. Oh,
Hey, why don't you worry about Sam Darnold? Hey, worry about Sam Darnold throwing 4 interceptions in the second round, all right?
We still won, though. No, I'm just kidding.
They beat the bye week, so they're all right.
Oh, man. Really great, guys. Right. I appreciate you guys.
See you guys next week.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys.
All right, bye.